To all the good people all around the world, you are tuning in, listening to the best podcast in the world today. And we are just getting started. Welcome to episode 2 of Unlocking Your Potential Excellence. My name is Brian.
You're next. Why are you still smiling? How was that?
Yeah, you're next.
Oh, my name is Tevin.
And this podcast is all about bringing awareness to various topics to help educate and guide anyone and everyone on finding their potential to be excellent in this world. So before we get even started into today's podcast and today's episode, please welcome our very good friend, Eseosa.
We're in an apartment.
We're in an apartment. Give it up for Eseosa one time.
Wow.
Woo!
Nothing. Thank you, Brian.
Of course. So, you're very much welcome. Eseosa, tell the audience what you're all about, where you go for school, who is Eseosa?
Shoot, that's a lot. That's a lot
Watch
of
me get kicked
questions.
out of my house.
Oh.
Because of the noise.
You always think I'm going to get you kicked out of your own place. You're just going to get kicked out. Hi.
I'm Eseosa, obviously. I go to the University of Windsor. That's it.
That's it? That's it.
Oh, I'm doing the nursing program. Yeah.
Shout out to all the nurses in Windsor.
Beep, beep.
Only in Windsor?
Yup.
Sure.
And everywhere all around the world.
Oh, wait, no, we're in 2 people.
So other nurses don't matter?
No, all nurses matter.
There you go.
What are your hobbies?
Hobbies? Well, I like to read. I like dancing.
Big dance. Big moves.
That's it. I'm pretty boring right now. University is like sucking the soul out of me. So
stay in school, kids. So good thing, bad thing of today, roses and thorns.
Oh.
Or
Good thing.
The week, the month.
Good thing.
Yeah.
Well, I woke up and
Yeah.
people slept, didn't wake up, so that's one.
Always grateful.
Bad thing, I had to walk upstairs.
That's tough.
I wonder why we have to walk up upstairs when there's a whole elevator. 5 elevators. Maybe.
I told you guys, the one's closed, there's 4 elevators. I told you guys to take the elevators behind the stairs. I chose to take the stairs, you chose to follow me.
Anyway, so we like to do this thing on this podcast where we like to ask you how you are in each stage of your life. So we call this FEMS, the 5 aspects of your life: financial, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. So on like a 1 to 3 basis, 1 means you are barely doing it, 2 means you're sometimes doing it, 3 means you're doing it on a daily basis. You can use decimals if you need to. Financial. So, you don't have to, any financial situation is different for everybody, but for you personally, where do you feel like you are financially? 1 to 3.
1 to 3. I would say a solid 2.
2? Stable? Yeah. Okay.
I can be doing better, but I don't even use my money, so,
So you're making more than you're spending?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Emotionally. So friendships, are you hanging out with the right people? Are you surrounded by positive energy or negative energy?
That's okay. Well, now that I'm home, it's a 3. Oh, wait, no, a 3 is a good one, right? A 3.
3 is, yeah, the highest.
Windsor, it's hard because I'm still getting in the wraps of things.
Yeah,
I
course,
have one really good one, but so in Windsor I would say 1.5.
Okay.
1.75.
You're still adjusting. It's okay. It's not a fail. Your mental. So if someone comes up to you on the street and just starts bashing you negatively, and they say oh, your hair is trash, your body's trash, your voice is annoying or something, are you gonna brush them off or are you gonna
person just
a random person? Oh, yo, you'd be surprised how there's so many negative people in this world, man.
Bro, that would be a 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, because what's a random person? If it would come on now.
Or even a close friend.
Then are they a friend?
Right.
Where's the wisdom?
Right there.
Mr. Wellington himself. Physical. You know, everyone has their own body shape, body size, you know, body positivity, 2K19. But for you, of course, personally, physical, where do you think you're at?
Physical?
You know, keep your body in shape and healthy enough for many years of life.
1.75.
Okay, not a fail, not a fail. Okay, not a fail.
That's such a fail. Right, that's a
Below 1.5 is a fail. Half of 3 is
Exactly. Spiritually, you know, everyone's religion is different, but could you see the unknown? Could you go into your midterms, your next final exams, your next anything goal in life and say, even though to some it may seem impossible or hard, I know I can make it out successful in that. It's like, what's your optimism level at spiritually?
Oh, that's a 3.
3?
Yeah,
Nice,
I felt like I wasn't stressed enough for me. Like coming to midterms, I know I wasn't ready for fact. I wasn't, but like I'm not trying to give myself 2 heart attacks.
Yeah.
Like, why am I gonna stress myself not knowing and then for going to the exam, stressed about it, and then get my mark back and be stressed about it too.
Yeah.
Like, let me choose one. I choose the latter one.
Exactly.
Yeah. So with that, I think I'm a 3.
Yeah, that's good to hear, man. You know, it's all about asking everyone how they're doing, you know, making sure that everyone's feeling okay inside and out. So for today's episode, now that the meet and greet's all over with, today's episode's all about, you know, surviving for your first, I guess, month and a half, like first intro to university, because we're both all in our first year in university. We're all, my bad, typo. My mistake. We can't edit this. We gotta keep going. You know, we're all just adjusting to our first month and a half of university. We're on our reading week now, so we're gonna give you guys as much knowledge as possible as we can. So I hope that you guys are more confident going into university and post-secondary. All right, so we can just hop into it.
U.P.E.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me? You don't know the question. Why are you looking at me?
I knew you have questions too, but. Okay.
Yeah,
so I guess we can start in, why did you get into your specific program?
Nursing?
Yeah.
Nursing was not on my list until like September. No, not even like, when was university fair? It was September, ending of September, right? Yeah, nursing was not even on my list. It was more of psychology. But then I started to think about what I can do with psychology.
Yeah.
I would have to go to my master's or even my PhD to be able to like really do something with psychology.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in school longer than 6 years.
Yeah.
That's too much already.
That's reasonable.
And then I also did co-op, right, at a long-term care home. So with that, I know I don't want to work with old people because too many of them that I got close with died on me. Yeah, that was not pleasant. And then I can also see like symptoms of them going to like, there's this one lady, she used to be super quiet, now she's like manic a lot, like talking, fighting people, and it's yo, some of the nurses saying like, I can hear them speak saying, oh, she's getting ready to go or something like that. I'm like, yo, that's kind of crazy. But with that experience, I got to see like the different things nurses do. It's not just one thing, like give pills and stuff. No, like they actually take care of them. Yeah. They actually, like, my mom said something, it's like, I take care of the patients like they're my own mother. Oh. That's how she said, like she goes about it. Well, that's nice. How she used to. Yeah. And it's like, yo, that's deadly, but it's something I think I would enjoy. Yeah. I'm still like, you know, first year and stuff. Yeah. But the stuff I've learned at school makes me think I can do it, maybe. And then, you know, university affairs, they help a lot. They do. They really do. Like, talking to Guelph, because Guelph was my number one choice. Yeah. For psych. No, they did not bring the right people to talk about their programs. Oh, so like you weren't able to get all the information you wanted from that talk. Why would I want to take my classes online? The majority. Why am I going to school? Yeah. There's no reason for me to go. But then I went to U Windsor, their booth, and I just went to the nursing program. And one of the guys said, "Oh, do you have any questions?" I said, "Honestly, no. I don't know what to ask." He gave me a list of questions to go ask the other schools.
Wow.
And then he said, come back, and then I'll answer. And like, I did. I went to Thunder Bay, I went to McMaster, Ryerson.
Hey, shout out to McMaster.
I went to Western, those, even Brock. Brock was the worst. Nah, they didn't know what to say either. Mm-hmm. But like, I went around and it turned out Windsor was one of the only schools that you start your clinical placement in first year. A lot of schools don't do that, like Ryerson, I heard. I'm not 100% sure, but like I heard they don't start a lot of things until third year, and some of the things I'm already doing now, I'm supposed to do in third year. So I was like, whoa. So with that, that's a big jump.
That's cool. So like, since you talked about your day-to-day journey getting into that specific program, some people feel like they don't really know how their lives are going to be, and like how much time they spend on studying, how much time they spend on actually having fun and having that work-life, school-life balance in university, because not everyone knows exactly how the system or how this schedule is. So I guess with your bit of experience in university, what is like a day in a life for you on like how much time do you study a day, or you know, how much time do you make for yourself to have that, you know, me time to, I guess, debrief from school and take a break from it so you can recharge your batteries?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, the first 2 weeks of school, I played myself because I took too many naps for no reason. Like, once you get there, you feel like you have so much time. Yeah. But in reality, like, you do, but you just have to plan it accordingly. Yeah. Like, after class, there's no reason for me to go take a nap for 5 hours. That's not even a nap anymore.
Yeah, that's a whole sleep.
But like, you can take, like, I usually finish class like Mondays. I finish class like 12:30. Tuesdays.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
I'll have one class on Tuesdays and Fridays. Wednesday is the exact same schedule as Monday, but I have an extra class at 4:30, and then no class on Thursday. So realistically, I have so
engineering, man.
So applied engineering.
I'm not in applied. B.Tech. For anyone who's listening and is in the B.Tech program, B.Tech, the Bachelor's of Technology, is not the version of, is not applied engineering. I don't care. Put some respect on B.Tech's name, all right? We get 12 months of co-op experience. We get smaller classes. The profs are closer to us. They know what the profs know me by my first name.
So realistically, my schedule is actually very blessed. I'm very blessed with my schedule compared to these engineers.
Oh, I'm an actual engineering, by the way.
Yo, I'm an engineering technologist, okay?
Isn't that a college program?
Are we not in? Well, I'm in a university, McMaster University.
B. Period.
Oh, is that what the cool kids are doing?
My goodness, can you please continue? That's so stupid.
Okay, so what was I saying? Yeah, my schedule is pretty good. Like, so I shouldn't be stressed, but it also depends on your professors and your type of slides, because you also have to do your reading.
Sorry, I got distracted.
For all those, he touched my toes, by the way.
No, I touched a slipper.
Yeah, he touched my toes.
Is that Deadpool?
Brian's weird.
Oh, sorry.
And it's just really about like time management. Like,
yeah.
When you get behind, you're not even learning. You're catching up. You're memorizing. So even like now, I brought my stuff to like go back and teach myself what I was memorizing. And so basically, it's really time management. That's number one. Yeah. And with social life, Windsor, there's black people. There's not black people in my program. So the way I make black friends is kind of weird.
You can't make non-black friends?
No, I have a lot of non-black friends.
Every time you do this stuff.
They're all Windsor people, like all like Windsor bound people too.
It's not that diverse in Windsor?
No, it is though. Okay. That's the thing. Just not in nursing.
Oh, also okay.
There's one black guy. There's two other full like I'm pretty sure they're Nigerians. And then
So you're counting like decimals now? So if you're light skinned, you're half black.
Well, I haven't seen
so
a light skin.
So you need to have 2 light skinned friends
Well,
to have
that's not
one
what I
full
said.
black.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Bruh.
To me personally, I haven't seen light skins, or maybe I'm just blind. I just haven't seen light skins.
Really?
Maybe you don't know if they're light skinned.
Shoot.
Exactly, white passing. So
Not even. You can just ask them. Some black people look light skinned. Brian could be light skinned. Brian could be half white.
He's not wrong.
You never know. You have to
You
talk
never
to people.
know.
And I don't. Okay, my thing is I don't like making people. I don't like making people feel uncomfortable.
Oh, so.
Like.
What do you mean? Like, can you elaborate on that?
Okay, so I have winter friends, right, in my program.
Yeah.
So it was easy for us to connect. I don't know how. It was just
because when you're in the same class, it's easy to talk. It's easy to bring up a conversation.
Yeah, but like Frosh Week, I was put in this group. I was the only black person, and like I didn't want to force myself to talk, force myself on them.
Hey, I was like, my name's Eseosa, like.
Yeah, okay. Of course I did that.
But not like all the time.
Yo, if the vibe is not there, I'm not gonna force myself to like put you in an awkward position, because that just makes it awkward for me, and then I'm uncomfortable, and I'm already trying not to be uncomfortable. Like people talk to me first. Oh, that sounds kind of bad.
Yeah, people talk to me.
Famous in Toronto, famous in Windsor.
What do you mean? Oh, it's only
people
because
talk
I danced.
to me first.
No, because I danced.
People don't talk to me.
So I guess
because you don't talk to people.
I guess if you do like a 1-2 dance move.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you that works.
So I guess
it works.
So I guess this kind of rolls into the second question. The next question, of tips on making friends is, I guess, dance, and then everyone will come to you and be your friend. No?
My friend Jessie. You guys know Jessie, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically she told me to go like dance.
So just like, there's like a bunch of people, and then you just went up to them and started busting a move.
It was a competition between residents, right? The dorms, and
is it airbag?
What?
Oh no, I thought it was like
it's not my master brand.
It's not my master.
It's a different university.
Different university. Oh, sorry, my bad. Continue. Sorry.
Confusion. Anyway, she was like, "Oh, you're not like in this place, so like I bet." She said, "I bet they're gonna dance. Like you're gonna be chosen." I'm like, no. So I go to my place, and there was only like 2 black girls there. So I was like,
does the race matter?
yes, it does. It doesn't. It does. Okay.
I mean, I don't blame you. You're so used to coming from Toronto.
No, okay, that's
and you're
the
used
thing.
to more.
Racism is so deep within our society that racism is the first thing you look at, man.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's actually kind of true. Like he's saying it, but it's true. Cause like moving from Cali, right? I didn't have a lot of black friends that weren't church friends, right?
Oh,
it was.
I love what she said that weren't church friends.
Exactly, it was mostly Filipino. My friends were Filipinos. So my best friend's Filipino.
Yeah.
My other all my friends that my mom knows from school are Filipinos. So moving here to Toronto. To have like
that actually makes a lot of sense, because you straight up went to the Asian crowd at our car.
Right?
She went there so fast.
She did.
She got to know all of them so fast.
Exactly.
That was hilarious.
Out of everybody, I'm the one who talks to them the most, or knows a lot.
That's hilarious. Next to Andre is most likely her.
No, but Andre didn't do it in grade 9.
He did it. He didn't do it up until like grade 11 or so.
I was the one.
Wow, that's crazy.
Exactly. It makes sense. Right now, everybody's always asking. And then coming to a car where the majority is black people.
Majority is African. Oh, you're black. You're not just black. You're black.
No, you didn't have to say African. Like
I have to.
Wait, aren't you part African?
Yeah.
I'm Caribbean. My descendants are African.
But then you say, "Oh, I did a
test,
a genetics, a DNA genetics test." Like
that could be a video, you know, my DNA.
We can make a separate video on that.
So yeah, like it's just weird. Now, like being 4 years from car, most of my
spending
friends,
a lot of time with them.
But exactly, and then not going to Windsor when I'm not put in a position. But even now,
you're starting
in Windsor are Asian.
It's not even about the race; it's about the personality. Some people just weird, fam.
That is true.
Oh,
I realized the one biggest thing I've noticed from like socializing with people in McMaster is just that not that their conversation is completely different, but there's certain words. It's not that it's completely different, but there's certain words and certain like phrases that they wouldn't understand because they never grew up in your, I guess, neighborhood. Yeah. So I guess when you say like not even like certain words specific, like a whole word itself, but like the way you pronounce a word, like you're gonna have to like repeat yourself.
That's the thing with the English language, with all the nuances and all the slangs and all the like different things. It's just it gets annoying.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like when I say cheese a lot, it's like, oh, don't cheese me. They look at me like I'm crazy.
You're about to snap. Like, don't get her mad.
I'm like, wait, what?
Anyway, that's the angry black girl stereotype.
Yes, that's the thing.
She has that. That's crazy. Oh, that's
He called you the angry black girl. Page that.
No. You said that. I agree.
Did I not say it was a stereotype?
But if the people, that's what they're thinking.
That's my fear. Like I don't want to come out as the angry black girl. Like
ashy dances,
bro.
Right.
That's my.
I don't know what that means, boy.
No. That's my fear. Like that's why I let people come to me because
I'm still on the fact. Why do you need to say that? Why do you need to bring that? Okay, continue.
Bro, I don't want to come off as that. I don't want to come off as like pushy or aggressive.
Yeah.
You know?
You want to be approachable.
Exactly, but like my face.
the resting face.
Just, but I'm like, I feel like I'm really nice. I'm not aggressive.
Once people get to know you.
Yeah, like this one guy, it was a whole situation to why I had to become his friend, but now like we're cool now.
Yay.
And I came to the realization that I had to ask him like, yo, am I forcing you to be my friend? He was like, what? So I was like, yo, I think I'm a little aggressive. Am I really for? He's like, you can't force me. Like, exactly. I'm just quiet.
Yeah.
So with that, I try to like take like negative thoughts that I have and try to like just cool it. If they have an issue, they say something.
Oh, it's like negative thoughts about the people you're socializing with?
No, like my interactions with them. Like, yo, am I coming off as like? Oh wait, sorry.
Sensitive.
Continue. Coming off as like rude or aggressive or not approachable or like cocky or like not personal. So like, am I being very indifferent? That I don't want to come off like that because.
Wait, I come off as indifferent. I'm always indifferent.
No,
but you're indifferent.
Yeah. Indifferent and nonchalant.
Kind of similar, yeah.
You were smart. I want to be in university. But yeah, I guess the whole point about making friends is just like putting yourself out there. If you do have the opportunity, I really do recommend going to.
So I want to hear.
If you do want to make new friends, I really, really, really do recommend going to your school's orientation week, Frosh week, whatever that's called. Just because, not only, especially if you live on residence, you not only get used to the environment, the convenience and how everywhere is, your resident self, and I guarantee you, speaking from my experience, everyone is a lot more approachable. Like I literally walked in when I came into the school for Frosh Week, moving in and whatnot, and when we did our first activities, people literally came up to you or me in this case. Because they want to make friends too. Everyone is coming from all different places of the world. So people who do want to make friends, they will come up to you. And if you do come up to them, they will listen to you. They will want to like socialize with you, unless you take them off in the wrong way, of course.
I agree and disagree, but I want to hear your point of view because you didn't go to your Frosh.
And he doesn't like making new friends.
I'm a karate kid.
For those,
hey Tevin, nice to meet you.
can't make inside jokes when they don't understand the joke.
Oh, so basically, Tevin
I didn't
basically
explain the joke now after I said the joke.
No, Tevin said
that if someone comes up to him trying to like be his friend, his new friend, he was gonna roundhouse kick them in the face.
And then he said it with a straight face too.
Yeah.
It took a while to process.
I say a lot of things with a straight face. I don't go to social events because that's not why I go to university.
Big school,
and
big education.
I didn't go to my welcome week because I feel like it's just gonna be extra.
His opinion.
People, because I think with welcome weeks, how are you gonna make a friend with somebody purely because you're new to an environment, you just want to meet someone? That's not why you make a friend. So that's not really a real friend. That relationship isn't gonna lead to anywhere. That relationship isn't really useful. It just exists. And if it's not useful, what do I have it?
I disagree.
I agree, and I agree with his intent, but the way he's saying it, it's making it seem like they're useless.
Like, my first friend was Naya, and from now, like, we're still like kicking.
How did you meet Naya?
At welcome week. Well,
what was the interaction? I'm sure Naya wasn't the only person you talked to at welcome week. Why is Naya different than other people you talked to?
I thought it's a race thing.
She was black.
See, it's not welcome week.
No,
it's not welcome week that made Naya your friend.
But to be fair, there's a lot of people I met during welcome week that I do not remember their names, let alone their faces. I meet a lot of people, and like obviously like the majority people I remember meeting, and especially if they lived in my res, which made it so much easier to remember their face and name. But obviously you meet a lot. I feel like I could have met more, but for some people they meet even more people, and you're not gonna remember their names or faces. So don't get discouraged.
The only way I meet people in my classes. So
no best.
So I started talking to all the people when a bunch of us have an assignment due or when midterms are coming up. That's how I talk to people.
Your philosophy on friendship, right?
Yes.
Because
your friendship is based on the environment in which you meet your friend. You know? So you meet your friend at a party, that says a lot about them. If you meet your friend in class, that says a lot about them. If you meet your friend at the football field, that says a lot about them.
Interesting.
Yes,
I didn't meet this guy in the classroom.
Yeah, you did.
I did. I
did. Okay. I thought you said you didn't.
Oh no.
Like I feel like the reason why. No, I can't say like she's the only reason. Obviously, it's by force. I have to study and stuff. But like having a study partner, even though we're not in the same program, is also like helpful.
It's good.
Because when she sees that I'm getting tired or something, she would like, relax, go drink some water and come back. And then the exact same thing with her. If she's like, I'm tired, I don't want to do it. I tell her like, go take a break and come back. Like you were just talking about failing. It depends. But I met her at welcome week, so
true.
It depends. You are gonna meet some good people, but not everyone you meet is gonna be your best friend for life or anything like that. But
I can agree with a lot of things that I'm saying. It's like anecdotal. Not everyone's gonna adhere to what I'm saying.
Of course, it's a personal opinion, and based on your own experience.
But your philosophy on friendship, like it's a business deal.
Yours. That's what it sounds like.
No, it is. But
especially after high school.
I took it to heart. Like it makes sense.
It does.
If you don't bring anything to offer me, and I'm not offering anything to you, that means you're just draining me. Or I'm draining you.
Especially since I know this guy too. Like we're 18 now, so everything we do.
Again, I'm 17.
Right. Forgetting you're a minor. Can you just be 18 already? But we're adults, young adults now. So everything, is mine. So like,
by that logic, I've been an adult for a long time.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yes, you have. So we have that long-term mindset of like wanting to, I guess, get far in life and unlock our potential excellence. Cheap plug. So I guess he doesn't want to waste time. Not that he doesn't he only sees friends as people as they're useless or not useful, useful or useless. But brain cells. But he doesn't want to waste time with people who just waste time in his life.
It's true.
See what I did there? Waste time. Woo! I'm sick of that, man.
So corny.
I don't have corn.
I thought you were gonna talk about how I call myself a sociopath because of how I deal with my opinion.
I still don't think you're a sociopath. I feel like you know what you want and you know what you don't want. So
define the word sociopath for people at home.
No.
What? You said define it. Oh, crazy.
I'll put it up right here. Sociopath.
Okay, we can edit this part out.
What's happening?
This is very, very,
I don't
very
even want to spell it.
unprofessional.
Sociopath. A person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial. I can't even see the
Antisocial attitudes and behavior. So why? He's a. Oh yeah. Money crazy. So type of sociopath.
Maybe it's not extreme.
Okay.
But it is antisocial behavior. The way
antisocial, extreme antisocial.
It is like slightly antisocial in my philosophy on friendships, but it's not extreme. So maybe I'm using the word wrong, but it does sound cool.
Okay, but you may be antisocial to a certain extent, but if someone comes up talking to you, you're not gonna dismiss them or like freak out and be like,
I have to assess if they're anything useful first. I can't dismiss them right away.
Assess. It's a whole job interview.
But it makes sense because like again, no one wants to be like a negative energy vampire.
Yeah, like I said, if people are draining your energy,
exactly.
Snip.
You can talk to someone after 5 minutes and feel drained.
5 minutes, 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh. Sometimes I would just be like.
But like it's true, like it might be a bit extreme, but like if you're giving 100% and someone's only giving 99%, I'm sorry,
it has to be gone.
No, it's either all or nothing. It's that simple.
So what they're saying is that they agree with me. That's what they're saying.
They do. But the way he's saying it sounds a bit harsh. His that's crazy.
Continue.
His intent is there, and that's what we agree with, of course. So speaking of agreeing, we agree.
Okay.
I'll try. We do agree with moving out at the age of 18/17. So what are your tips on living on your own, independent, on residence, away from your family? Sometimes hours away, sometimes 30 minutes away, depending on where you go to school.
It's a commitment. The thing is, if you have to know yourself, if you're not ready to move out,
facts.
Like if you can't do simple things like clean after yourself or do dishes, or you can't even do laundry, stay home.
What? Yeah.
Stay.
It's good. Stay home. Yeah. Because for me, I personally do like laundry every week. I don't have a lot of food given to me like on a daily, weekly basis because I am on a meal plan, so I don't need to always get food from home. Yeah. But when I do eat food from home, I have to always wash my dishes. I have to make sure my side of the room is clean. You know what I mean? So like if you don't know how to, I guess, take care of yourself or take care of your own little environment, then it'll be hard for you to live on your own. And that's extra money down the drain. Yeah.
No, like simple like things. It's really just laundry. The dishes and keeping yourself clean.
Yeah, hygienic.
If you don't know how to, there's no way
I don't want to participate because I feel like I'm gonna assault.
Now we gotta censor his name too. Every single time you do this,
bro. No laundry. I'm sorry.
No, you gotta say it. People need to know because maybe this is like a wake up call to someone. Yeah, maybe this is like a grade 12.
No, it's not even that. It's just that I was so shook. He wanted help with doing his laundry, but he said he didn't know how to do it. I was confused because you have a laundry machine and there's instructions on it.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
So it's different because for me, growing up, I was already used to like doing chores in my house, helping cooking, blah blah blah, all that, family man help type thing growing up. So I'm already accustomed to that lifestyle. So when it came used to living on my own, I was already like ready from time. So I guess for certain people, I guess they're not really used to doing chores. You'd be surprised, like when people told me they didn't know how to do laundry or just do certain simple things or tasks, like day-to-day tasks, then it actually really surprised me, and I'm actually grateful that I grew up the way I grew up. So
no, because like I always thought there's a lot of things that I don't know how to do, and I thought I would be like the person that didn't know how to do a lot, but apparently I know.
Apparently I'm not.
It's just hard because like there's pictures around, there's friends, there's YouTube.
If you really want to know,
that's what you mean. I'm slow. Sorry,
no,
but yeah.
Not just algebra, like things like.
There's things like you.
Common courtesy too.
It's the 21st century. If you want to do something in life, if you want to
Yeah,
learn something, it literally like you don't even have to have the fastest Wi-Fi connection. It literally takes 2 seconds to search up something, and you will learn how to live on your own for the next 10 years.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing is your mental state.
Yeah.
If it's not good, don't go.
Skip the question.
No, because we already answered it.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Like, if you're for me. I thought I was ready, but then I started like feeling I wanted to cry like every day. But I don't think I wasn't homesick though. It was just like more.
It's not even that much to be homesick over. Like the more I think about it, it's just like remember one Akita how we were gone for like 2 weeks?
Exactly.
It's just like 2 1 Akitas. I'm not really gone for that long. I leave, I come back for a week, I leave again, I come back.
It wasn't necessarily like homesick per se. It was more of like this is something new. I'm spending a lot of money. If I fail, I'm disappointing a lot of people. I'm disappointing my friends who helped me get up into this place.
So it's not really homesick, but it's more of like the pressure of the next chapter in your life that was kind of stressing you out.
Oh yeah, it wasn't home. Like I called my mom.
Maybe that was a factor.
Yeah, it was.
But it wasn't the biggest factor.
It was more of
you breaking down.
Yo, if I fail, I'm not just failing myself or my parents. I'm failing that my teachers who helped me.
And years of work that your parents went through. Parents breaking their back to put money, food out. That whole every reason to give you more stress, which I feel like I'm not helping now. But yeah, like I feel like with living on your own, when it comes to being homesick, if you do feel homesick, you can commute back on the weekends. Or heck, if you want on the same day, it depends on your schedule and
too many times.
No, he doesn't do it. He does it like a fair amount of time.
We've been gone for 5 weeks now. Yeah, 7 weeks. So I'd say he commuted like 4 or 5 times.
He commuted like 3, 4.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you can commute back, go home. 21st century, pick up the phone, call your family. FaceTime,
it's
but
not that deep. I didn't even call my family.
Okay, yeah, you're different. I'm
you're
different. Obviously, I miss my family, but I was already ready to start the next chapter.
I did not miss.
Yeah. But I don't want people to. Think that, because remember, they're not always gonna have the visual content. They're gonna have the audio content. So.
True.
So yeah, like what was I saying? Yeah, I'm stupid. I forgot. Give me a second. Yeah, I forgot. Wait. FaceTime. Wait, it's coming to me. Wait, pick up the phone. Call. Text. Brain cells. Commute. Right. I remember. Whew, that was close. But yeah, like if you always do feel homesick and you feel like commuting and phone calls and text messages aren't enough, maybe you just gotta make the decision that you're just gonna stay home for school because maybe you feel like you're not ready to take on that side. Don't be like, let me just do it because everyone else is doing it. No, you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars to go live on your own, go on a meal plan. Some people pay for things like the gym. I go to the gym, so like the gym is in my tuition, in my res thing. But some people who don't go to the gym, you know what I mean? Some people who don't go to the gym and who pay all these extra expenses, it's going into your res payments either way. So there's a lot of money going into living on res and living on your own. So if you're not ready for it, don't do it. Yeah,
I agree.
But yeah, I guess we can talk about more about the mentally stressed part about university. Like I guess to reduce stress.
Reduce stuff that you used to do before school that helped you reduce stress. Do not cut it off. Because I cut off dancing and I tell you.
So like an outlet.
Yeah, I was zooped. Like honestly, I wasn't myself for a couple of weeks.
They're not gonna know what zooped means.
No.
I was more stressed than usual.
There we go.
Right?
Sure.
I was more stressed than usual because I didn't have something like to put my energy, like all these like negative thoughts or negative energies that I was getting around people or whatever, and like release them. It was just in me and stuff. Yeah. And I talked to a therapist too. So we get at my school we get free counseling. So, like,
yeah.
So basically, I was talking to her, and she was like, "Did you used to have like something to release?" And I said, "Yeah, but I don't do it as much." She was like, "What was it? Dance?" And she asked me how many times a week, how many times in a double. Whoa.
She thinks we're gonna edit this up.
Whoa.
She thought.
You can though. Okay. Anyway,
We're zooming into
We're zooming into right now.
Okay.
Your extra.
How many times in a week did you used to dance? And I used to dance actually 6 times a week.
Yeah, you're on a whole dance team competition, winning first place trophies, that type of thing. So
for a minimum from an hour to 3 hours. So
hours, I mean minutes, hours.
And like coming to uni and not doing anything. Yo.
And did your therapist say, like, was it just like dancing in general or watching dance?
Like she's like, yo, like, what else? Like, okay, you dance. Like, did you watch dance videos? Did you read? Did you do this? Did you do that?
Did you listen?
Yeah, she was like, yo, like, what are you doing? She asked me, like, what are you doing? Like, at least you need to. You can't cut down.
What are you
6.
doing?
What are you doing?
Get
out of here. Go dance.
6, like, you went from 6 times a week to 0. That's not. She said that's not healthy. And like thinking about it, it really isn't healthy.
Yeah. That's something I would say. Like, what are you doing?
Well, it's true though. Like, if you went from getting good grades in high school, dancing, having that outlet, having that balance of, I guess,
Yes, I used to have good grades.
She had good grades. She was on the honor roll.
Thank you.
She went from having the good grades to having an outlet of something that she's passionate about.
Yeah.
And then you go to university, different ball game, same overall system, but a different ball game.
Yeah.
So if you don't have that outlet, and you realize that you're doing bad in school, or you're more stressed about school, I guess it's time to bring that outlet back into your life.
For sure. I think I'm gonna try to at least like once or twice a week at least, because since I have Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday mostly free, during those times I should be able to dance at least like for an hour or so, like book out something. And I don't read as much. Like, I feel like
everyone's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's outlet's different. Maybe someone is collecting something or dancing, some sort of arts. But yeah, find your outlet. Find something that you can kind of like, I guess, detach from school to, I guess, recharge your batteries, and then go back in school and secure the academic.
And if your outlet is school, you're cool. Artist.
I'm your biggest fan. What?
You need to have more than school. I'm not even saying go out like party. Like, I'm not saying.
No, not like party. Nah, party. That's a different type of outlet.
You guys play basketball.
I don't even consider that an outlet though.
Yeah, but like that's just fun.
But
that is something.
We play basketball like once a week.
But that's still something fun though, right?
Fine.
Or music, listening to music, or
just chilling with friends.
Nap, sleeping.
Okay, fine. I didn't count that. I didn't count music.
Yeah.
I listened to music.
Yeah.
Like something.
Classical music. Wolfgang,
he loves
you're sick.
I'm not gonna lie, like he does love classical music, but classical music when you're studying.
You don't know about my man Amadeus?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, classical music. You put me on classical music when you're studying. It hits different.
No, I listen to lofi.
Hits
beats.
like
that's
like
tough.
I use white noise too. Like the raindrops, the fan. Like I use white noise. I use white noise. That's the name of it. But yeah, like classical music, it hits different when you're studying, man. Like, especially when the violin hits. Woo!
Yo, my man Vivaldi's sick with that, you know. Vivaldi's tough.
You guys do another 360. You gotta do another 360. What?
Wait, can instrumental K-pop count?
Okay, so
instrumental is not classical music.
No, because they make it into like I don't know.
Okay, say trap and you take away the lyrics. That's not classical music.
No, okay, what I mean. Okay, that's not what I mean. Like classical. Okay, classical instruments like the
classical instruments, the piano, violin. Yeah, see.
Okay, they change it into that. So does that count?
If it is not filtered, if it's altered by any, I can't even say altered
because there's no hip hop.
Because Hans Zimmer's tough for the classical music and his is electrical. Maybe I don't know, fam.
Because I feel like, because like with me, I need when I listen to classical music when I'm studying, it needs to be like it can bump, like I can feel it a bit, kind of get in the mood, get the energy up.
You can.
But I also what I like most about it, there's like a flow to it where it's easy. You know what I mean? Like you can feel and get the energy up, but like there's a flow to the classical music.
Okay,
So when you're studying, especially with me in B.Tech. Engineering technology. So I'm doing a lot of formulas, math.
You might get copyright. I was gonna play one.
No, don't play it, please.
Okay.
There's one
Actually, we did get
classical.
copyrighted before.
Oh, I'm playing.
No wait, there's
Answer the
one
questions.
classical music song that
Actually, I
I like.
remember the
It's
next
called
question.
Experience. Can I play it real quick, please? What?
No.
It's right
No.
there.
Bite.
My phone.
Okay, turn back.
We need a second phone.
Okay,
you
then
ever
turn on
see
the
the
data.
question?
Turn on the data.
I can work an Apple product.
Okay, I guess we can move on to the next question while you fans of music.
Yes.
So how do you feel about, I guess, not feeling insecure or I guess feeling more confident in every class when you have all of these super smart people in your classes?
Bro, it's hard. Oh my
Because like
gosh.
speaking from experience, university, everyone is different, age is different, places of the world, living wise, everyone is coming from many parts of the world. So I got a lot of international students. I got people who
But there's very international students.
Yeah. I got people who are not my age, right? I'm not saying like everyone's
I'm actually young.
Yeah, at least for definitely engineering. But I feel like with me, there's a lot of people with my age, but there's a couple people. Yeah. Yeah. University.
I'm cutting it. You ruined it. That is, for those who don't know, that is Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, symphony number 25.
Anyway, but yeah, so like university is a couple of different types of demographic and ages. You're gonna get a lot of people. Don't worry, you're gonna get a lot of people your age group. But don't be surprised if you have someone a year or two older than you or 10 years older than you. Shout out to the people who come back for school. Don't be surprised if you got a lot of international students because I realize that there's a lot of people.
This is the only classical music I like.
Who's it from?
It's a lot.
Who's it from?
I don't know how to say them.
Give me this.
Wait.
Okay. Pause. I didn't click pause. Just pause because I knew.
Wait,
But
I
yeah.
don't know how to say it. It's a lot.
It's from multiple people.
Exactly. I just know it. If anyone who watches Sense8, and I can't say it. I can't say it because it's kind of.
Okay.
But watch Sense8. Yeah. Okay, that's where I got it from. Okay, continue.
But yeah, don't feel insecure because don't be insecure about when someone says, "Oh, I already learned what we're learning in 3 years ago when you were just learning it for the first time." Don't feel insecure about people from all around the world, who have super high marks because they learned this already or they get it quicker.
Facts. There's this guy in engineering and one. For those who don't know, for McMaster. First year engineering is general, then you split off based on your marks.
Same with B.Tech.
So there's this guy, right? He, like I said beside him, he's one of the acquaintances I've acquired to go on a lecture.
Not even friend, acquaintance.
Well, I don't know the guy's favorite color or nothing.
Continue.
So see how we have AP?
Do you know your favorite color?
Does he have a favorite color?
Who has a favorite color?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite color.
I knew it.
I do have a favorite color. I like it.
Mine's red. Mine's red.
No, but did he know that?
Yeah, I did. I knew it was red.
What was my favorite
I was
color?
gonna guess
Yours
orange.
is purple, burgundy, pink, black. You like everything that's
He said
within that
purple
sector.
first. I'm not too sure.
Because you're black, right?
My
Well,
favorite
16%.
color-
That's crazy.
My favorite color
Oh, it's
is black, but it's a shade. So
Anyway, that's what we were talking about.
Acquaintance, engineering,
like-
smart guy.
In math though, he's next level smart. Every up to the first midterm, he already knew everything. Everything that we were doing up to the first midterm.
The midterm was funny because when so my physics midterm was about an hour and a half, and throughout the midterm, my teacher would every teacher, every prof would update you on how much time you have left, blah blah blah. So I'm not even joking. Before I even finished my first question on my physics midterm, the professor was like to one of the students, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can't leave until halfway through the midterm." And like you see how you have to leave halfway through until 30 minutes. You have to wait 30 or 45 minutes before you can actually leave if you're done on time. Someone was already done the physics midterm before I even finished reading the first question. So you're gonna get a lot of people like that. Relax. I know midterms, university, they're weighed a lot. They're a lot more. It's not like high school where you have like 100,000 tests. So if you do bad on one, you have like 99,000 times to get better. University, and especially in certain classes, you're gonna have certain weights of your midterms that are like a big chunk of your final overall mark. So even though you do bad on one, there's less chance for you to get better. So which should be like a wake up call to like, okay, you have less time. You can't procrastinate as much as you used to. You have to spend a lot more studying.
I miss procrastination.
Yo, university, you have to treat it like a job, man.
There's no such thing.
Fam, you're gonna do like 1 or 2 classes, one like between like let's say 2 to like 3-4 hours a week. High school, you have the whole day, every day to learn that.
You know how little work I actually did in high school?
It's true though.
That used to get me angry, actually. If you think about it.
For certain people, like.
For Chem. Anything of the sciences, I think you.
But like up until the actually.
What is it? Biology and physics actually had the track. Biology and chemistry actually had the track. Physics was interesting for me. It was
that course was funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
But yeah, you can't procrastinate. Like you have to treat your studying like a job.
That's like, not.
You have to.
Insane.
You like. I'm not even joking.
Yo,
speaking from experience. For the first month and a half, like this is not like 4th year knowledge. This is just like people fresh off their introduction of how university is. I know we don't know much at all, but we're giving you what we do know and what we've like experienced from 2 different schools. So procrastination is not it.
Yo, no naps. If you know yourself, like
I learned the hard way. Naps are not. You can't.
That's not a thing.
I don't take.
Like if you take a nap, be with somebody so that like you actually wake up. Because if you're by yourself,
or at least
why am I taking a 5-hour nap?
Yeah,
twice.
Okay, maybe 5 hours. That's pushing it.
That's 10 hours.
Wait, twice.
Twice. I said it's 12 o'clock.
No.
PM. Wait, AM. Wait.
No, PM.
So what time did you wake? Actually, I didn't want to know. So she basically woke up. Woke up.
Went to one lecture, came back.
No, not
No. And then
what happened? Okay, I'm pushing it. It was like 3 o'clock because I was chilling with friends, and I was like, you know what, I can wake up.
Did you do studying before that? That's where it's at. I'm telling you, man. You missed one. Like, I'm not to scare people, but like, yo, you literally move it. I didn't even take this in until yesterday. When you move into university, not even over a little bit over a month later, you have your first midterm. That's where 20-25% of your final mark.
And then take in 2 weeks after reading week,
we have a second midterm. And take that in. A month after that, you have a final exam.
Boom.
And then you're done. you're done.
And then you have like 4 weeks off.
You have 4 weeks something. No, whole another courses you have to start from scratch from.
Yep.
Yo, I have 6-7 courses next semester.
Take this in. Why are you guys laughing? That's such a joke.
It is a joke.
We just started.
Yo, take this in.
No, that's actually such a joke.
I have a headache. Like, bro.
I was gonna say something. Sure, I forgot.
I can't take that seriously though.
I was gonna say something.
You just graduated high school.
I was gonna say something.
I
hate when I forget things.
Like midterm, I should have been stressed. I wasn't.
I wasn't stressed. I didn't do the best, but I wasn't stressed either. I'm just a nonchalant person.
Being stressed takes too much energy. Energy that you can use to be. Like,
because Brian's off the screen because he's trying to remember what he's trying to say.
This guy's
I guess we're gonna continue because he's in a different planet right now.
Like I'm telling you, being stressed though is not worth it because once you're stressed and then you get to your exam, you forget everything.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Thank you for reminding me. Yo, if you think maybe so everyone's different, but for me personally, if you are not even done like murdering chapters 1 through like 4, if you think that you're gonna be able to do good on the chapter 5 quiz without that fundamental foundational knowledge,
oh yeah, you just do chapter 5 thinking this just chapter 5.
That's not gonna work.
Yo, I hope I can look back at this video and actually
yeah.
What's the thing? Do as you preach or whatever that saying is live, not be a hypocrite. Actually, say what I'm trying to do. So I'm do what I'm trying to say. So yeah, you have to I don't care if you feel like you're behind or you want to catch up, whatever. No, do what's best for you. If you feel like right now I'm on chapter 6 with physics right now, so I know that if I'm not really confident, which I'm not, I need more time. I need to practice more. I need to work on chapters 1 through 5 and then get on chapter 6. No. So get that foundational knowledge. You have little time. Less procrastination. Less procrastination has to be in your life now, and you need to get that fundamental foundational knowledge if you feel like you're falling behind.
With it, for nursing, right? Anatomy and many other things, you're supposed to know a lot of the medical terms or the
context of everything.
That's why you have to read the book, no?
Chemistry,
chemistry,
physics,
yes
all
and
that
no,
like that.
Because I feel like my profs give really slides.
I hope everyone gets good props.
To know some of the terms, directional terms and stuff, you have to know the lateral or the medial or the humerus is distal from the fingertips. Not your fingertips, from the phalanges. I'm whoa.
Sounds like a whole song.
Yo, it's actually a lot. You have to know where the vertebrae is, where the scapula,
I feel like
I have a tip for you. What my mom did. My mom's went to school for massage therapy. She in her bathroom, she got a poster of the entire anatomy, vascular, skeletal, and muscular systems in the bathroom. So every time she would take a shower or do her hair, use the bathroom, would be right there.
Yep.
She just see it.
Yeah, I'm looking for a big one to put right in.
And legit put it in front of your bed, so when you wake up, you're like,
I have a couple friends who post who have a picture of the periodic table in their bedroom.
Ooh, and I'm done with that. I'm over it. Sorry, Mr. Botsy, but no, I'm over it.
I'm done with English.
Or so you think.
Chill.
I thought I was done with English too, but next semester I have to take engineering communications.
The communication course I'm taking is actually I love it so much. I don't have to read a 300 book.
It's not Shakespeare.
No. I don't have to read a 300-page book about Shakespeare.
It's actually real world stuff.
I actually love the communication course I'm taking because I can use it. I can use it to learn how to be better at writing emails for job opportunities or all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Know how to write a professional email or know how to do
and communicate the best way in a semi-formal / formal way.
Yeah. And
not just you can resonate the knowledge you're gonna get from doing it through emails in person, with person-to-person conversation.
Learn how to be assertive. Don't be passive with how you're talking, because when you're passive, it's a lot. Don't be aggressive. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to do a lot of things. All right, next question.
How do you stay optimistic in a long-term sense?
Okay, so prayer, that's one, at least for me, and then also talking to your friends.
I don't know why I did that.
No, talking to your friends that have their head on their shoulders, or just a lot optimistic. Talking to Brian and Tevin and Jess and Bridge, talking to our whole group.
Big friends.
Freaking I didn't curse. Daniel's phone is always on Do Not Disturb. So every time I call this guy,
he told me Daniel was on his grind. Yeah. He was on his. So he was secure in the academic bag. So it's I
can't even fault him for not picking up.
No, you can't get mad at him.
Just a little bit, but prayer, talking to my mom and talking to my friends, yo, Brian said, you're sad, but what are you gonna do about it?
Yo, it's true. Yo, shout out to Gary Vaynerchuk one time. It's true. It's not a disrespectful thing.
Yeah.
There's so many moments in for example, I'll give you an example. Quiz, test. Am I confident in how I did on all of them? Of course not. But will I get better in the end? Of course. So you're gonna go into your tests, quizzes, and midterms. You might not get the mark you want. You're gonna come back home, grieve about it, be sad about it. Nothing's going to change. You're going to go to class. The teacher's going to have the whole debrief about the test. No, I don't want to hear about the test I did bad on. She's still going to talk about it. Your friends and your other classmates are going to talk about how good they did or comparing the marks when you don't want to compare or even show yourself or other people your marks, but they're still going to do it. Mm-hmm. And at the end of all of that stuff that you're sad about, the course is still going to move on. You're not going to get a redo. Well, at least for my program, at least for my classes, I'm not going to get a redo on my tests and quizzes on midterms. To some, yes, you're just a number, and you can't really say, oh, I want to redo on a quiz, at least for my program, because there's so many people. So no matter what you're feeling, no matter what the position you are in life, it's not going to change if you just keep grieving. You got to get up, dust yourself off, and get back to work.
That's kind of what I do. But I knew that a lot of things that like people are kind of figuring out.
Yeah, it takes time though.
But I figured it out. A few bad things, but I figured it out from like elementary school. Because like the way my teachers would talk to us, I've been blessed to have like teachers that prepare the elementary school kids for like long term type of things.
That's good.
So from an early age, I just knew like that's why I'm so nonchalant, because there's no point if time continues. No matter what you do, time continues.
That's what you're so nonchalant with a phone.
Yeah, like no matter what happens, time continues. Just stick, do it. Control what you can do. Oh, big philosophy. Shout out to Stoicism. Shout out to Marcus Aurelius. Stoicism and stuff like that. Big philosophy. Basically, the gist of it is, no matter what you do, you cannot control what you can't control.
Yep.
So if you control what you can control, that's how you affect the outcome. If you worry about what you cannot control, you're simply wasting time.
Yep.
And then time continues, which you don't have.
You don't have it, man. Like, I have a final exam in 2 months.
Like what? We just started school.
Yo, I just moved in. What? I'm telling you, man. Like, you gotta make every day count. If you're doing bad, and like, not even just school, just like friendship or whatever. Yeah. Don't sweat it. You're young. I don't, even if you're 30, 40, 50, 60 and you're going back to school, you're young. All right, you're young. You have
60s pushing.
No. 60. No. If you're moving.
Are we gonna bring back Colonel Sanders?
Like, bro. I feel like having those things though, having a support.
Oh yeah.
Having a support system behind you is very helpful, but then there's also you have to like think about stuff on your own. Like, I can get very negative. It's
natural. It's a natural response. Why are you gonna let that negativity consume you?
Exactly. It's like, okay, you can be negative for like an hour, not even.
Maybe even less than that. Maybe even a second. Maybe even a millisecond.
I give myself like.
It depends what it is, of course. It depends what it is.
If I'm being negative, I give myself 30 minutes to read or like go take a shower or something, to wash it off.
Or work out, or write something, dance or something. Just get it off. Get it out of your system.
Come back, because crying over spilled milk is not a thing. It shouldn't be. So
but
it's like keep it moving.
But yeah, obviously saying all these things is a lot easier than done.
Yeah.
So on to the next question. With that being said,
well, the next question would probably be like, how do you stay focused in class, like during a lecture? The prof is like saying all this type of mess, just not trying to hear it.
So, lectures are funny.
So let me say, like, for example, chemistry. Yeah. Chemistry would probably be the only lecture that I get, like, the most tired in. All my other lectures, my profs. My chemistry teacher's good, too, but all my other profs, they're outstanding. My math prof is, like, a drama teacher. My guy's doing some next dances to show, like, the angles and stuff.
I wish I had that.
My guy's next level.
Sick.
But for chemistry, he's kind of, like, reading off the slides, rudimentary. He's not bad. He does experiments, which those
experiments.
Videos. My guy will make like a bomb before class.
It's just it's not the fact that these profs are not like good at their job.
They are.
They are. They are providing. They're doing what they're doing. They're doing their job. They're providing the knowledge that they need to give to you so you can do good on the tests and quizzes and blah blah blah. It's just that some certain profs have a better way of presenting that knowledge. That keeps you alive.
It's a presentation.
So I guess staying focused. I would say go to bed on time, get enough sleep. Breakfast.
But sometimes I'm not gonna lie, you could do all of that and it's still.
Okay.
So what I do?
That is fair.
What I do? I try to keep myself awake by sitting up straight and like not slouching.
Posture.
Because
eyebrows up. Because
when you slouch, you're trying to fall asleep.
When you keep your eyebrows up, your eyes go up as well. So.
Or another thing I do, I bite my bottom lip if I'm about to fall asleep.
Like pain? Okay. Like a
then
trigger, like a sense, nervous system type.
Okay, then what do you do when you have a 3-hour lecture?
I've never had a 3-hour lecture.
Never had a 3-hour lecture.
My most is 2. You know what?
Honestly, I can't even fault my professor with that because she's teaching in Michigan.
For 3 hours?
No, that's
Little microbiome. Like she's teaching in St. Clair College, and she's also teaching at Michigan, and then she's coming to us.
Making money.
Yo, but she's tired, so I can't even like.
You can't be mad at her.
You can't.
You can.
But she's reading off the slides. What am I can do that in class.
Yeah,
I can do that in my own room.
Yeah.
Like I'm staying here 3 hours. It's very hard, but.
And it is stressful for profs because like when you really think about it, so like, mans are out here paying thousands and thousands of dollars a year for school, and these profs, this person that we're entrusting every day, well, not even every day, like every other day, because of the schedule, to provide us with the right knowledge so we don't, disappoint our families and put all of that $1,000 down the drain. So I guess it's a lot stressful for them in a way. So if they can't perform the way they need to perform, then
you still get the money though. That's the issue.
And they get paid back.
Regardless if they teach you.
What do you think all that OSA and all that money goes?
In order
to
the
school,
to be a professor, you need to have a PhD or a master's minimum.
Yep.
And they get paid. I think one of my engineering practice professor, he said he gets paid like around $150,000-$130,000 a year.
How many years has he? How many years?
No, but he has a history. He worked at GM as a mechanical engineer. Then he went back and to do teaching. And then he went back. Yeah, he's an engineer. My guy, he deserves to make as much money as he does.
Yeah.
I will say that.
It's just like, I don't know.
Nah, but he's lit though, so.
I guess you can just like it's a mindset thing. You got to remember why you're in the school. Like there's gonna be a lot of things. There's gonna be a lot of things that are not gonna interest you in every single second of the lecture. But you have to realize that I gotta be here. I gotta keep my eyes open. I gotta stay awake because I got a lot of money on the line. A lot of money on the line. Yeah. It's the money that keeps me up, man. Like thousands of dollars.
You know what my mom says? She said I'm paying for that class. We're just staying. Like I tell her that she's just like reading off the slides. I'm falling asleep. I don't even pay attention. I do. My mom, she says, regardless if she's doing that, even if you're not paying attention, you better be in that class.
Yeah, because
you never know.
You never know because I just seeing all these profs doing their lectures, and I'm realizing like, oh, this person didn't come to class today because I just know who the person is, and the prof not only read something off the lectures, but also says something that's important that you need to write down.
The amount of times they say, remember this for the test is crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Crazy, you cannot miss
not even tests, midterm.
And then in-class assignments, you guys don't have that? I have that.
I don't have that.
Okay, so in-class assignments, this lady...
That's for the tutorials.
She waits till like an hour 30, right?
That's smart though.
Yup. After that in-class assignment, which is worth like... I think it's worth like 5%.
Yeah.
I think. People dip.
It's true. There's a in my tech communication class. The quiz is like right in the beginning. As soon as the quiz is over.
It's gone.
And then mind you, the lecture's 2 hours, but the quiz takes you like 10 minutes. So when that quiz is done.
Darn.
But someone even told me that each class is like $300 per class or something like that. So like if you're skipping class not even for the right reason, but if you're just skipping class in general.
Okay, that's Jordan's money, man. That's true.
That's a true money.
$300?
Probably even more. For me it's 300.
Yeah,
it's about 300. But maybe
to
this guy is more than 300.
It is
for
more
sure.
than
Yeah.
For sure. If you went to Waterloo.
Waterloo was the most expensive one, yeah.
So that would have been like $500, $600 per lecture. $700 per lecture.
Because it was like
Waterloo was $18,000.
Yeah.
I don't know why the tuition is so expensive.
And that's just the tuition.
Which one was? It's Waterloo, then McMaster, then Windsor, right?
Yeah.
That's
the price range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like nah.
Right, next question.
Sorry. Remember that from Denzel's Curry song. Best studying spots.
Oh, okay. So people would like to say it's the library. I will dispute that.
I've only been there once and I didn't have a good time. It's the day before my physics midterm.
Okay, that's probably whose fault.
No, but like I was forced to go. I want to study inside my
bedroom. It's like yes, it's the library. The library is very helpful, but then you can start getting like tired quickly for me.
Really?
Yeah, like if you're gonna go to the library, go with somebody who has the same mindset with you. But also find the secret places in the library. A lot of people don't know there's a West, for my school at least, a lot of people don't know there's a West West Building.
West Building.
Yeah, so basically it's more quiet, more space, and it's a lot like cooler. It's not too hot, it's not too cool, and like you meet other people that can also help you.
Yep, and don't tell a lot of people about it because when people I've been to the library once, and not just the library, but like student centers, buildings, residences in general, like the residence study rooms. Yep. When a lot of people are there. Yeah, their intention is to study because everyone's in school for a reason, and they're paying a lot of money as well. Some people
go to the library and they're not serious,
and they're just chilling, right? So like that's what I'm saying. Like you have to find certain spots for you, that will help you be as effective as possible in your study session. Me personally, I'm an independent guy, so I can study my res and not go jump on my bed and fall asleep for 5 hours twice. I could. She didn't get the joke, and she just cracked me her neck. You get the joke.
I got the joke.
Yeah. No, not you. Okay. So you gotta just find spots. You gotta find spots for you personally that will help you be as effective in studying. Student centers. Explore. Just go. That's why. Just exploring campus and finding the best spots for you. Whether it's with people or independent. Find the best spots for you so you can get that best studying time in. So you're gonna spend a lot of time doing that.
I like the riverfront because my school is like right next to the border.
Some people like studying outside.
The riverfront, it's so pretty and it's quiet. Yeah. Like it's just now I'm kind of sad because the weather is gonna
getting colder, so you can't study outside.
But like it's so pretty, it's quiet, and like even if you want to take a break, you can just like be
in nature. So. Yeah.
Being in nature is the perfect spot.
Yeah.
What about you?
I usually study in like my common room because there's a fridge and food in there.
So. No new friends.
No new friends. No.
If someone sees that he's studying and he's an engineer, look at that. What? Go up to you're in engineering? What? Let's be friends.
Now some of these, nah.
So what's your daily study routine?
So I created a system a couple days ago. I use a timer. No, it's not bad. I use a timer. So I do 25 minutes of studying, 5-minute break. 4 times for 2 hours. Take a 30-minute break, and then back to studying again. Depending on am I studying for the whole day? No, but that's like my go-to. 25 minutes of studying, 5-minute break. For 2 hours, 30-minute break. And then just keep... And I alternate every hour, not like 30 minutes. That actually depends on the day. But mostly every hour, I alternate between subjects. So I'm not just doing really good in a study session with math, but I'm also growing with like all my subjects. Remember, you don't want to just do good in one subject, but you want to do good in all the subjects because the midterms... Yeah. The midterms, man. It's so much.
Mine is similar to yours, but I rotate between 30 minutes, 10 minutes, or 45 minutes, or 15 minutes.
Like of subjects?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because, like, if it's professional nursing, which is intro, I'm not going to take 45 minutes.
Yeah, because, like, with me, it's a lot of, like, formulas and equations. So, like, mine is just practice. If I don't practice a lot, then I'm going to do bad on the midterms.
Yeah. But for me, it's more of like professional nursing, right?
Like
it's more of context and like the history. While anatomy, I would take 45 minutes, 15 minutes because it's more of learning terms, teaching myself. Okay, like I said it before, like promixal.
Yeah, I feel like there's a song to whatever you're saying.
Yeah, there is.
There has to be.
Like or just memorize like the collarbone, clavicle, CC, shoulder blade, scapula, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Humerus, femur.
You know that?
Well, you have to. There's certain things that like if you were to be nursing, you would know because of track. I know those things because of football.
Oh yeah, so I know about hamstring.
That's
true. That's fair.
Like stuff like that.
I could even know what she's saying.
Well, she said this area. Am I using my collarbone to run track?
True.
Or like vertebrae, or like the different types of ribs. You have two floating ribs. No.
They're not attached to your
Wait, so you say my ribs are flying?
They're connected to your spine, not the sternum. So they're not flying.
They're not connected to.
I want flying ribs.
I thought they were connected to the spine.
No, the floating ones are connected to other ribs.
Next
that's cool. Oh,
I know.
Sure.
That's what I thought too. Like the radius It's the radius.
Like
because
circle?
you have the radius pulse right here, so that's how you remember. So fun.
Big nurse, big terms,
Boop, boop.
big body.
Geek.
But are you just a number university though?
Say that again?
Are you just a number university though?
Am I just a number in university?
Yeah, I mean,
low key, overall, yes.
Thing.
But your classes will determine if you feel like a number. I don't feel like a number in my classes. I feel like a big study group, and we're just learning one big subject. But I don't feel like a number in my classes. Maybe you.
Huh?
I don't know about you, because you have like 500 mans. I have no more than 50 mans in my classes, but you're a different story.
Yeah. My classes are very packed.
You have a whole stadium.
Yeah, and they're always packed.
Oh, I don't feel like a number. Oh, now get to know.
How many people got in your class?
The largest is 140.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then the smallest is like 8.
Oh.
I have 8 people in the class.
8.
No, it's a lab.
Lab, but okay, yeah.
Labs of 50 mans.
No. My labs are like no more than 20, and they're partners, so like it's like 5 groups. Oh, sorry, continue.
So get to know your professors.
Yup.
No, I'm making sure I got.
You can talk to your TAs, you can talk to your tutors, you can talk to all of them.
TA,
but email your prof, because that's a person that's giving you direct knowledge on the subject. Heck, I even went to my physics prof after my midterm, and I just wanted to talk to her about doing better and all that stuff. Yeah. She said, and I quote, she was gonna email it, but obviously she was busy, doing her, teacher midterm stuff, so she forgot to respond to it. And she made time before the class started, gave me bare motivational stuff. So not only do I feel more motivated for the future, being optimistic, but I have the support of someone who's giving me that direct knowledge to be calm, saying you have time and you can succeed in the course. So get to know your profs, man.
Yeah, they help you.
They really do, man. They really do.
Oh, and you're not gonna talk about office hours? That's your plan.
Oh, shoot, office hours. Yeah. So yeah, your profs are always gonna have office hours. Some only have like once or twice a week for like 3 hours, but take advantage of that. There's tutors. There's like that have like a GPA of like, I don't know, does McMaster the same GPA as everyone else? Probably. Okay, I'll say like they have a. No, I was asking you.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
Like, did they do 12 or they just stuck at 4.0? Because it's kind of the same.
McMaster the 12 scale.
Oh,
so
really?
Does Windsor have a 4? Just 4?
Well, Windsor, I believe, has a 4.
Okay, I'll say like the tutors have an A average throughout the whole year. Like
and the way the 12 scale works, you would start 12 would be A+, 11 would be A, 10 would be A-. So it's just the 3 grade scales. That's why it's 12. Because 4 12 is 3 and neck. 4 3 is 12.
Yeah. So take advantage of the office hours.
63.
63%?
Yeah.
That would be I don't know math.
63% would be
A+,
C.
A-, A-,
which is a
B+,
D-,
B-, B, C+.
Why is he going up down? Why don't he go down?
Is that a 6, 7?
Yeah, it's like a 6.
6.5?
Yeah. You get a 6.5 on the 12 scale.
In my class, if you would pass, you just need a 3.5 overall to graduate. I went to pass the course. So a D+.
For me, I pretty much needed the way it works, it's like general engineering, you get to pick based on your grade average. So for civil engineering, I only need a 6 or a 7. But for the civil engineering and management that I want, just a more prestigious program.
An overall course,
I
or
need
just
an
that
8.
the overall all the because altogether, I just need a D+ average, but I just need a 50% to pass.
Because the thing is, I'm not in civil engineering yet. I'm in general engineering.
Yeah.
So it's based on your grade average.
Oh, you're talking about the future? Are they talking about now? Okay.
So is that the one that leads to co-op too, or just engineering in general can lead to co-op?
Engineering in general leads to co-op.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. What about you? Any tips on getting close to your profs and?
Honestly, they're actually one of the most kindest people ever.
They are. They're nice, man. They're nice.
At first, you would think they're kind of annoying. I did. They're actually not. They're willing to help you if you just ask.
Yeah.
That's all they do, legit. Every time I go to my English prof, she's just in her office. She's no one comes. Honestly, you don't even need to...
They're low-key lonely.
Yo, they low-key want people to come,
lonely. one time after getting help with this grammar thing, I was just chilling with him for like an hour.
Oh, I did that with my math prof too.
We were just
my
chilling.
guy is crazy, fam. My math prof is such a nerd, yo. But we're both nerds, so it's funny. But we were just talking about like time travel and different dimensions.
Yeah, like
my guy's he's so sick, fam.
She was telling me about what
not
she
with
went
physics,
to
but like with math.
He has a degree in particle physics.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
There you go. That makes sense.
Like, see, it's just chilling with
and he
them.
has like a sword umbrella with like a Game of Thrones helmet. That guy is so sick.
In his office?
Yes.
Wow, not even in his house, in his office.
And he brings it to lectures. Whenever he's training, he has like a sword umbrella and he just walks around with it.
Probably the coolest guy on campus.
He is.
I have to meet him.
Oh my goodness.
Can you talk to him about Power Rangers?
He probably knows. I don't know. I don't really I didn't talk to him about that.
I know, but can you?
Why?
Because I want to see, ask him. I'm gonna write you
about
questions to ask him about Power Rangers and how he feels about it. Like,
you might as well just call Tevin and just put the phone on him.
No, honestly, yeah.
No, I'm not doing that.
Why?
Leave our professor alone. That's not why he gets paid. He gets paid to teach.
It's my professor, not yours.
Fact.
No, I really want to know.
Can't share.
Because if he's into all that stuff, then what if he watched Power Rangers Time Force? How would he feel about that?
That's your conversation.
No, okay, so basically
I know the conversation, but I don't want to be in it.
You see his body language? if you see this type of body language during Frost Week when you're making new friends, not with friends you already have because it's different, but with friends that you're trying to meet, like make new friends. If you see,
I'm running. I'm running.
Oh, you mean roundhouse kick them?
Yeah, that I'm running. I'm pulling the race.
But yeah, there's so many people. Prof, TA, tutors, upperclassmen, get the help, get the work done, improve.
But what does living on rest feel like?
No, I'm gonna go first. Okay, so my res last year, I heard it was really lit. This year, honestly, I see the same group of people sitting at the same little inside the square all the time. All the fun people are at this one place, MAP.
Right, it's not even our interview.
Bro, it's just full of lit people. They're super awesome. But the issue is the bathrooms. Like, it's a traditional. I'm not sharing a bathroom with 13 people. That's disgusting. Sorry. Like, no. Not even 13 people. It's more than 13 because let's say it's a square. So it's basically like 30 people. I'm not sharing a bathroom with 30 people. It's really hard to even...
Oh, yo, I'm so sorry. Finish what you're saying.
So I live in this res, Cartier, and I share a bathroom with 3 other girls. So basically, I'm in. So disrespectful. Living in res is not even that bad though, because it depends on how you are, how you function. I'm with 3 other people. We share a bathroom. It's not really an issue. I mean, the first week it was, but then we just talked about it. Now we're all clean and whatever. But to have fun, the fun people are in most likely like the traditional halls, like the ones that doesn't share a bathroom. They don't respect me.
Who doesn't respect you? Oh, we're listening.
Continue. I don't want to talk about it.
Is it my turn now?
They don't respect me.
Who doesn't respect you? We're
These people keep murmuring in the background, but it's okay. It's whatever. Oh.
But residents, so I didn't get the highest ranking residents in McMaster. If anything, I got the lowest ranking residents in McMaster. Just because, apparently the residence I have, Matthews Hall, was built by someone who builds prisons. So
and it was built how long ago?
50, 60 years ago. Is there AC? Of course not. Does the place...
AC's overrated.
But yeah, so I didn't get the highest ranking place in McMaster. I luckily as well do have a communal bathroom, but I only share with 5 other guys, including my roommate. So, and just like you're gonna hear that in when you go online and search how does it feel to be in a communal washroom, like use that. You're not gonna see people all the time. I barely.
Half the time it's empty.
Like 75% of the time it's empty. You know, especially if you're like me and you're a morning person and no one on your floor is a morning person, you're definitely not gonna see them in the shower when you're brushing your teeth, blah blah blah. Of course, like in the middle of the day. But yeah, like the communal washrooms you're gonna be the only one in there most of the time.
Depending on your schedule.
On your schedule, of course. Because like I have like Ben and I in the same program, but everyone else is like life sci, health sci, like that type of program. So there are.
I hate abbreviations. Life science, health science.
Yeah, I didn't know there's so much sci. Like art sci. I didn't know there's art sci. Like I didn't know what art science is.
No, like econ, engineering, economics. Like people.
So many.
Why can't people just say the entire thing?
But yeah, like it's not about. And as long as your washroom works. You have stairs or an elevator, some sort of transportation to your dorm. The doors work. It's like as long as things are like operating, then you can live there. But it's the people that make the residence there. So like I said, our residence was like the last overall worst voted residence in the McMaster. But during Frosh Week, because the people there were great, we participated, we got the energy, we brought the energy. We have this thing called a Res Cup, so like other residents compete in various activities over Frosh Week, and we came, I think we came second or third out of like 12 residences. So like I said, it gets all
about. Only came first, though, what?
Yo, we got robbed. I don't care. Matthews should have came first in Res Cup. We put Matthews back on the map anyway. But yeah, it's the people. It's the people that make the residence. And if you don't have the best residence, make the best of it. Make some good friends. Do what you gotta do to succeed academically and whatnot, and you'll be fine.
Next question. Next question.
Yeah, next question.
Wait. Also, Frosh Week is not the time to start looking for boyfriend or girlfriend.
Oh, shoot.
That's weird. Sorry, it's kind of weird. It's so funny. What?
No,
okay. Listen.
Nah, bro, you don't have to talk about it.
No. I'm not gonna talk about. One sentence, because it's not the topic of the podcast today. Be safe when I tell you. A lot of people don't have the same mindset as a lot of good people in this world. A lot of people want to take advantage of people. A lot of people are not smart with things.
That's why I don't go to parties, fam. You can't get taken advantage if you don't go to a party.
Erase rape culture. I really have that. It's such a rape culture.
So when I say, if you're gonna go to parties,
be clear.
If you're gonna go to Frosh, if you're gonna go to whatever, and do some sort of party-like event, be safe, please.
Ask
be
for
smart.
Consent.
Yo. Next question. I didn't want to talk about the topic more.
No, it's so weird. But that's a different. That's a.
I don't know why she's talking about.
I wanted to. Can we talk about this next time?
Okay, next time. We'll see. Maybe we'll get back to your people. Next question.
What do you prefer? Is the other one? Can you sit down?
Is school harder than high school? Is university?
Okay. I won't say it's harder. It's just more tired. You get more tired.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like after first semester, I would know the flow of everything. I know what work ethic I have to put in, and I'll get used to the schedule. Mm-hmm. I will be tired. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like I'll be used to it at that point.
I don't.
It's not even harder. It's just the effort.
It's the effort. You gotta put that
effort.
So I didn't really talk about this enough. I feel like in high school you do the same classes 9 to 3, same period, same teacher, all that stuff for 5 days a week, right? So if you don't, and the courses and the tests, I'm not saying they're not harder, but they're not weighed as much. So I guess technically for certain people it's not gonna be as hard, for the test, to do the test and get a good mark on the test. So if you half-ass on certain assignments, on certain homework, work every day, you could still get a good mark. Speaking from experience, I was able to still get a good mark on my tests and quizzes. But because in university, a lot more, I guess, work is put on you to learn the subject. To not just learn it, they teach you it, but you have to understand it even more. You have to practice it. They will give you the knowledge to get you to understand what you're actually doing the test on, what you guys are actually learning. But you don't think that the lecture slides are going to be well, at least for B.Tech, don't think that the lecture slides are enough for you to excel in the quizzes and the tests. You have to practice. So I guess it's not necessarily harder than high school, but I guess you have to put more effort in, and you have to manage your time a lot more, which is harder. So the schoolwork is not harder. It's just like another level, like high school. You level up with certain subjects.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like just a level up.
Yeah, because if you're in grade 9, you look at grade 12 work, you'll be like, oh, it's hard. But when you get to grade 12, it's not hard.
No, so it's just like level up in courses, level up in knowledge and subjects. It's the time management and being on, especially if you're on rest, living on your own. I guguess being independent is what's harder than high school.
Honestly, I don't know why I was crying in grade 12.
Oh, like stress.
Stress. Why? Because even now, because I'm not crying now.
Yeah, now.
I mean, I was crying for other reasons.
You're an adult now.
Yeah,
big adult. Come on.
But like thinking about like the schoolwork and stuff.
Or like how? Yeah, because like
it's just like
it's natural though. It's something. It's like it's the unknown of like this next big thing, or you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars for something. You don't know. You're just treated like a number. Yeah. The profs will not even talk to you.
That's like, so right.
Like, so
everything they said
obviously it's a natural response to feel stressed about getting into the next chapter, and then once you're in it, you're like, this is not bad. Yeah, I'm doing bad, but like I know how I can get better. Yeah. It's not as bad.
I feel
like
I'm
feeling.
But I understand hard part.
Yeah. If I was failing in high school, at least I would know like, yo, I just need to pay attention more in class at least. In university, you can barely pay attention. People sleep. People watch Netflix in class. People leave class. Yet,
in your program.
In my program.
Bro.
But
you can't afford to do that.
People be watching soccer. I'm looking at the guys in front of me, soccer.
Because like in high school, it's like it's funny. University students watching stuff in class. And then I get to university, I'm like, what are you doing? What's wrong with you?
Yo, someone has to slide in a soccer game next to each other. I'm just like laughing. I'm like, you're not serious.
No, you're not. You're not. I would never even think. I don't care. I'd rather like.
My friend brought a pillow.
Yeah. I saw someone Snapchat. Someone brought a whole pillow and a blanket to their class. Like, just stay in your bed.
I used it. I'm not.
Yeah, but you don't want to miss a lecture.
Exactly.
Bring the whole bed.
So you think it's like that? It's like that knowledge. If you sleep on your textbook, all the knowledge from your textbook is gonna go into your brain.
Bro, I sleep for 30 minutes in micro, and then I wake up. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to listen to you again.
No,
3 hours. I need that 30 minutes.
Especially if you're in your class where you just gotta actually know what's actually going on to actually understand. Because like I said, you have classes 1 or 2 times a week. Yeah. So if you don't understand what you're doing and you don't want to go out of your way to email your prof, go to TAs, go to tutors, ask your friends for help, you're just going to sit there in your room and just suffer. But what's going to happen? No one's going to help you. What you got to do about it? Get up and get to work. It's simple.
So which one do you prefer then? High school, university?
Oh, university. I love the schedule.
University.
I'm an independent guy. I love doing my things my way. I like to have a routine, my own personal routine, and then do the stuff like school, work and blah blah blah. So having that more free time and flexibility to do my own thing while also having time for school and having more independence. That's what I like. So I prefer university.
I prefer university, yes, but I feel like I was able to time manage more effectively in high school
because the system.
Yeah,
the system was a lot general,
exactly.
A lot basic. 9 to 3, 9 to 3, 9 to 3.
And then 3 to 6 for me for dance, or 3 to 7. So I knew what I had to do.
It was the same. It's like that 9 to. It's like a 9 to 5. Same thing every day. But
university free. You're free to. You actually have so much free time that you don't know what to do. That sometimes
I didn't know what to do because you would for me I would have a morning class, a back-to-back morning class, be done at 11 a.m., have a 5-hour break, and then have a lab or a lecture for 2 hours in the evening. So if you don't manage that free time properly, because that after that lecture, you probably just want to eat and then go to bed. But if you don't manage your time, if you don't study in that gap, then that's a whole day of studying gone, and then you're behind in the course, you're behind in the midterms, and and all that
what
stuff.
I do prefer to high school though is the amount of tests. You can have 6 tests, you do bad on 2, the other 4 helps you. In university it's just 2 midterms, sometimes 3 depending on the program, and then a final.
Yeah.
Or if you don't, and it also depends if you have an in-class assignment or not.
Yeah.
My professional nursing, I have, right now I'm at an 82. That's my midterm mark. That's the mark I have in the class right now.
That's how it is. Because like for me, like I would listen to other people's classes in the same program, and they would have tests and quizzes every week, like actual tests and quizzes.
Really? And
And I'm just sitting here like, yo, I don't have that. My teacher doesn't give us that. So I don't know if I'm test ready until the midterm. So it really does depend like what class you're into.
Then I have a question about that. Like, do you research your professors before you chose them? Or does your school give you...
I didn't even think about
I was
that.
given a schedule.
But you're given a schedule, even with the teachers?
I was.
Yeah.
In engineering, you're given everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You can alter it after you're given it, but you're given a time.
Like research my professors.
Yeah,
or-
like, okay.
Like,
No,
Google
for
it?
me too. You're given a set. The only ones that I had to choose were my labs, which days I wanted it, because there were too many, right?
No,
But for
you
my
didn't get
general
everything.
classes, like my anatomy, my micro, my writing class, you're given a set schedule, but you got to choose. For your writing class you weren't, but for your other ones, you had an option of which teachers
we
you
didn't
wanted.
have that.
Really?
Nah. I'm grateful to have good teachers, so I'm happy they gave me good ones. But no, we didn't get that option.
No.
I didn't even get a chance to pick my.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's for engineering though. Yeah, I don't think it's for any other program.
I didn't know that was a
Yeah.
So
I
when
know
you and Ben were
engineering-
talking about having to like pick what goes where or anything, I logged on and it was already there for me. I was confused. I was wondering what you guys were talking about. See the timetable thing? How you guys have to like drag and slide, pick your courses and pick your electives?
Oh,
yeah,
right.
mine was there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah, I had to rearrange what classes.
No.
Yeah, that's what.
Are you talking about classes and teachers?
Both, yeah.
Oh no, not no.
You couldn't teach your.
Okay, so like it will go like this. If I move my physics lecture to a certain time, then I'll have a different professor.
Oh.
But because I arranged that, well, my family and I helped me arrange me to get that specific schedule, it got me those specific profs.
Okay, so technically, yeah, you were able to, but because of the schedule,
It's a lottery.
Yeah.
It's a lottery.
Shoot, and yours set in stone.
So one option. That's it. Huh? Maybe because there's so many people in the program that they don't want. Because there's a chance
That's
of
exactly
a lot
right.
of people. That is smart because
That makes sense.
because my class is not it's not big, so
too
it won't be
stressed
that
out
bad.
about it already because you already have stressful courses and stuff.
Yeah.
So why make?
And it's easier on the school to just have someone to just be in this, so they know.
The only thing I got to pick was my electives.
Did you choose them elective?
Yeah.
Okay, you already have so much courses.
Many.
Okay, you have many courses. So why choose an elective?
Because I need them to graduate.
You need an elective.
I need a certain amount of electives, yeah.
Really?
I like my elective. I want to take it every year.
I only have one elective, but I get that third year, second semester. That's and it's an option because I already have 5-6 more courses.
I'm just using my elective to learn more knowledge on what I like on technical communication and boost my overall average up. So
Makes sense. Oh,
And
we
it's a
asked
midterm
you
for
too.
you.
Wow.
High school or university?
Similar. I like my university schedule a lot, but I don't like the not having a lot of assessments.
Oh.
Just when you're final.
it hurts. It does hurt. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like that.
Because it's like I know all this stuff, but you're only teaching me on like a percentage.
And my midterms, like some of my midterms only had 20 questions.
I heard that.
My
So
physics-
if you
My
mess up on one question, that's legit 4% gone.
my physics midterm was 4 questions, one from every chapter. So if I did, and 10 marks each, 25%
Okay, so-
final mark.
You could find
No
like,
pressure.
Yeah, it's such a
Four-
That's what I'm saying.
It's
It's like that's the
40.
system. That's
So
the system.
40. That's technically 40 marks right there.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
So you have leeway for the professor or TA to find marks, but it depends on your TA.
Oh no,
too.
mine was multiple choice and there was barely any questions. So there's no part marks.
No, mine was 47, 80, and 50. And
I wish I had 80 questions.
That's good.
Bro,
Most
80
next
questions,
time, 80 questions.
80 questions I guessed on.
Any more questions?
Oh yeah. What advice do you have for
Whoa.
what?
We've been talking for an hour and a half.
Oh, it's tough. Like, what advice do you have for
Very content, very
like
Big.
people who are going into university next year?
Advice?
Yeah, for high school.
So I would say, I don't care what grade you are in. I would say start studying every day to get in that habit.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't
Yeah,
care.
build your habits from
I don't care. You're saying, oh no, it doesn't matter. I have time. No. You're a funny one. No, start studying every day from now. Am I saying study all the time? No, start studying every day, but also have that work-life study balance.
Yeah.
I'll start saying save so much of your money that if you have a job and your parents are allowing you and you have the opportunity to work and do school, save your money. Start studying from now. This guy, he saved a lot of money.
He's
saved
the
a
richest
lot
out
of
of
money.
all of our friend group.
None of us are rich.
Okay, compared to the rest.
Okay, no. I'm not gonna say money. I'm not gonna say financial status. I'm gonna say of how smart he did on saving his money compared to the rest of us. So that's why he's a lot more financially stable because of his smart choices. Humble.
No.
So start studying every day and get that work-life balance. Find what works for you. Like, let's say your teachers only gave you a bit of information. See what works for you. Do you have to practice like for 3 hours, or you could only practice for 1 hour? Depends on what your mind is at. Do you feel like you could work from home or like your residence, or do you have to go to like a library or whatever?
Yeah. That's a good one.
Get used to getting yourself out of your comfort zone, like talking to people. I have a mentor in BTech. Take advantage of those. Take advantage of all those resources. Get your mentors. Get all those stuff. Get as much help as you need to further your life, because again, you're paying a lot of money for it. Yeah, practice, manage your time from now. See if you need to learn, if you need to go to school from home or you need to move out. See what's best for your program. See the environment. And yeah, you're gonna go there for school, but environment is key. You need that culture to survive it. You don't want to just go to school just for school. You want to be able to enjoy the environment you're in. I'm guessing you disagree with that.
Like, I agree, but I also disagree.
Not for the most part.
Because I didn't go to Windsor for the environment.
No. I went for school there, but like I'm saying, like make sure your environment is good as well. Like you're not filled with like a lot of toxic people.
Oh, okay, yeah. You're over. Okay, yeah. I agree with
that type of thing. Not saying
any negativity, cut it out. It was just.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty much. If anything, you can Google a lot more too, because you know what I mean. There's a lot. Take advantage of all the resources.
Oh, true. For me, is you don't need to know exactly what you want to do, but have an idea, because I feel like also research the university. Don't just go to oh my gosh, I've met too many people at my school that say, oh, I just came here because it's far away. Whoa.
It's a lot of money to move out.
It's a lot of money.
Just to go for it.
And they don't know what to do. They're undeclared. Being undeclared is not an issue, but it's moving so far. Oh, they're from Toronto too, but like
that's what she said.
No, yeah, she doesn't know what she wanted to do, but she wanted to go far, and now she's at Windsor.
You should not step foot into grade 12 without knowing what you want to do.
So okay. When he says that, he's not saying, oh, you should know what you want to do for the next 50 years of your life. Some people need more time for that. But what I'm saying, that if you're gonna go into post-secondary, not just career, but just post-secondary in general, you're paying a lot of money for it. Well, your parents are paying a lot of money for it. So you gotta make sure that
don't be going somewhere to like Windsor.
Just for the environment, don't go to like a party school.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean?
Which didn't know about that.
Because like some people are gonna go in for, like, hypothetically speaking, she's in for nursing right now. Yeah. But does that mean she's gonna be a nurse 10 years from now? Maybe yes, maybe no. Hopefully. But she knows for sure at the moment in school, for not like just career, but in school right now, she's studying. She wants to study for nurse.
Exactly.
You know, like so, as for a nurse. So
basically, have an idea of what you want to do and also research the school. Yeah. Because there's also a lot of people saying, oh, yeah, I didn't even come and look at the school. Which a lot of people, it's not possible to go look at the school. Yeah. But like places closer, like Brock. I know a lot of family members and people at Carr want to go to Brock. They also want to go to Windsor. They want to go to McMaster. Yeah. Guelph. Make sure you go to that school and like
the thing with that, I visited Waterloo and I visited McMaster. Windsor was my third option. I didn't bother visiting there because
it was your third option.
Yeah.
Like,
So my master and Waterloo were more so close, as in there's a possibility of me going to both of them. Windsor was not a possibility.
So like, and if you can't even go to the open houses due to like whatever reason, you can go online. I searched up so many videos on how the program is at my school. The residents' life at school, even if it's not the same residence that you're going to be living in, the people that they interview about telling us how res life is, it basically gives you the gist of how it is. When they said that, how in a communal, like when I first got communal washroom, everyone's like, ew, a communal washroom, you're gonna share with like a bunch of people. In my mind, I thought, no joke, I was gonna share with like 100 people. I'm not even joking. But then when I watched the videos, looking back at it, she's like, oh, when you go to the washroom, you barely see people. You even make friends in there, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yo. I mean, in this case, I don't make friends because I already made the friends prior. But she's right. When I go into the communal washrooms, I don't see a lot of people.
There's always that one person you go to a communal washroom that's trying to like have a whole conversation.
When you're brushing your teeth, so what program you in?
It's like, yo, what?
You'll be surprised. During Frost Week, you're gonna say your name and what program you're in so many times. Like, what's your name?
Or
what program
you could just not go.
Not just for Frost, but making friends in general. But yeah, so what else? Any other tips or advice?
Okay, making friends. Okay, I know what I said early on, but it's not as hard as you would think to make. I feel like it's kind of easier to make friends in university than it was in high school.
Yeah.
At least for me, because I came 3 weeks late to high school. Everybody was in their little cliques.
Oh, high school's a lot different. The dynamic and making friends is a lot harder. Oh
honestly, and it takes more effort too. It takes a lot. No, in university.
Oh yeah, putting yourself out there. Yeah.
Because let's say, since we're not in the same program, I would have to make an effort to see you.
Yeah.
So I feel like that also makes the bond.
Because there's people in my class where I don't talk to them on a daily basis, but there's like 1 or 2 interactions I've had with them just because they recognize my face in the program. Heck, they even know my name. So I'm like, yeah, nice to meet you too, or yeah, that test was crazy, or whatever. That's something like that. So like, see, she's famous.
I don't even talk to my.
I was on the phone with this guy one time. And I don't even know his name. He started talking to him. And I'm still on the phone, but Tevin stops talking to me to talk to this one guy. And I'm so shook. I'm like, yo.
Did you make new friends?
He's making new. I said it on the phone. He ignored me. I was like, and they kept going with the conversation. I was just listening.
Yeah, like the video sent us about like saying, they had to draw each other or something like that. Like he had to draw him and he had to draw him. I'm like, yo, Tevin's making bare friends. What? Big social.
They were talking. I don't know if it was physics or chemistry or something.
I think it was physics.
Because he was like, yeah, I saw you do that one program. Like, you're really good at it. I'm like, what is happening? What am I hearing right now? Conversation?
What? With someone new?
I was so proud.
So
like, my friend Naya.
So proud of you, man.
My friend Naya is just looking at me like, what's wrong with you? If you're saying he doesn't know how to make friends, I'm like, if you see this guy, he's very civil with people.
And because he already had his foundational cool friends. Yo, that's a thumbnail. So yeah, because he already has the friends he needs, or he feels like it's useful. that's why I'm still here.
But yeah, just putting yourself out there.
You didn't even say that best part of the story. I didn't know the guy.
He didn't.
Wait, what? Oh.
He didn't.
That's why you said the entire thing and you forgot.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, he didn't know. The guy came up to him. I was shook. I was like, who's talking to you? Because I'm like, yo, I know he either has his headphones in or his phone is in his ear.
I was like,
so I was like, who's this guy? Really just came up to Tevin to talk to him. Whoa. I was so shook. Like, yes, friendships.
Nah.
But like, don't be antisocial, which can also lead to the type of don't be
not just antisocial with friends, but antisocial with your profs if you want to talk to people.
Don't seclude yourself. Yeah. But you don't seclude. Do you seclude yourself?
No. If someone talks to me, I can talk.
Exactly.
I can speak.
You don't have to be like
the bare minimum.
Yeah, like don't hide in your room all the time.
No one's gonna do that. But the thing is, I disagree with you guys when it comes to making friends. high school was a lot easier.
Why?
Because you have our entire grade level had multiple classes with each other. This is kind of like, and there's more like social activities that actually happen in it. There's a lot of social activity in university, but in my program you don't have time to go to any of them. So
I don't know. I agree for some parts, but I actually disagree because I feel like when I remember I got here, I went to CAR when like 95% of my classmates went to Johnson. So like when I got here, there's like already groups of like elementary friends together.
I literally at the first day I literally only knew 2 people.
I knew one person. I met one person, and then that led me to the next person. So like,
but you went to the early thing, the 1 day thing,
the 1 month thing.
Oh, 1 month. I went 1 day.
What?
I'm not gonna lie.
Last day.
Yeah, it was neat though. It did help like make new friends from like having that whole month with them, getting to know their faces, even though not all of them went to CAR, but like 95% of them did. So I guess meeting them, and then that led to having, I guess, getting me into like a group in the first few weeks of CAR.
Yo, I was told that I was not very likable by Bridget. She said I was okay, what's another rude? She said I was arrogant and cocky. I was like, whoa. I was just an angry child who knew math. Like all the stuff they were teaching us in grade 9, I learned in grade 7. So I just knew the questions and I knew how to do it. And then Bridget was like, yeah, a lot of people in our class thought you were like arrogant and cocky and rude. I'm like, because I was secluded and not talking.
That's funny.
But yeah, so it just takes a little bit more effort.
A little bit of time.
But
and you have to recognize that people are a lot older, so the dynamic of making friends is different.
And not even just with age, but just like mindset and stuff. So like you can grow up in a certain environment, and then you come to this environment or like a new environment in school, and it's not as easy to make friends or have conversations because of the dialogue, misunderstanding. So relax, take time.
Be yourself.
Don't.
I wasn't myself. That's why I wanted to cry.
So like was it like you're like with me, like I was kind of like not filtering myself, but like I had to say certain things for them to understand.
I was filtering myself. I was filtering my actions. I was filtering.
You don't have to do this if you don't talk to people.
Okay, but that's the thing. I wanted to talk to people. Like I was like, you know how I dance weird, like at random times.
Oh, you can't do that.
I felt like I couldn't do that because they wouldn't get it. I felt like I couldn't talk the way I used to.
Yeah, there's
talk.
like
jokes.
Yeah, like in Toronto,
that's the biggest thing.
All the jokes I say in Toronto, when I say jokes to my friends, they all like rolling and laughing, dying of laughter. Like they're all doing backflips and stuff because my jokes are that funny.
Wait a second. I just took what he was doing.
So he's
His
corny.
jokes are so bad.
Yo, they're dad jokes.
His jokes are so bad that literally we would bully him during the last period of our grade 12 year.
Just like
we would legit take time, like stop. We would like whenever the Miss Henry would stop teaching, we would legit all stop, get up, go to Brian, and just start hitting him.
like stop this, stop this.
But mind you, they're doing that with tears in their faces. We're
Straight
rolling down
face.
his
Okay,
cheeks.
I can see him like just hitting you back.
Like
right
straight face, like
yo, and mind you, Tevin's wingspan is long, so like I can be here and I can get all the way at that door.
Yo.
And then this guy would just be like,
and then he sits back down, like nothing happened.
So when if Tevin gets someone a hug, he can like wrap someone around like their arms twice. Sometimes even 3 times.
Sure. The last thing I'm gonna say, because it's almost 2 hours. You guys love talking.
It is 2 hours. So
basically,
when you mean you guys, you mean us or them?
Nice. Okay, so basically.
Oh my god.
Stop. So basically, the only thing I did join, I was like semi-social. I joined the Black Engineering Association. So like, yeah, I was gonna invite you, but I forgot. But you're not even really into it.
Yo!
So basically, it's just a group. We meet every so often, and there's like, I didn't know that was that many black people in the engineering program.
Was that where you met that church friend?
There's like 40. I knew her before I went to McMaster. She's our age, but she went to university a year before us.
Oh, so she graduated.
Yeah, she graduated last year, whatever.
Kind of like
Yeah.
She wanted to get away from her school though. Did ask.
But the thing with that, I met a lot of people that are like closer to the demographic that I'm used to, in the sense that most of them are African. So,
so you're already...
and when it's the Black Student Association, it really surprised me. What I really enjoyed is that it's not just Black people.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
It's
good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not like excellent. It doesn't like, it's not that deep.
Excellent.
It's okay. And it's just really more so a program where you kind of like meet people that are more like you in a sense.
Yeah.
So I would recommend doing something like that, and it's useful, you know, because I wouldn't join if it was useless. It's useful in the sense that you get people that are like 3rd or 4th year that have a network that can put you in
upperclassmen.
Put you in contact with like. Put you in charge to like get certain co-op opportunities, or get certain like job openings that you wouldn't have had before.
Yeah. You can just talk to them about the future, like houses. They know, oh, yo, don't go to this house or stuff like that, or like, oh, if you have
as long as you don't live downtown in Hamilton, you're fine.
So basically, join clubs that benefit you.
Yeah.
I did. I'm in
They're
chaos.
They're good for resumes.
Yep, I'm first year represent. They chose me. I don't know how. I don't think I'm very interesting, but hey, I'm in it.
To win it?
Ooh.
That was fat. One other one. There we go. But yeah, on that note, thank you for tuning in once again to another episode of Unlock Your Potential Excellence. I hope you guys are able to acquire and absorb and consume and retain all the knowledge that we could possibly give, even though we've only been in university for a month and a half. But yeah, I hope you guys were able to learn at least one thing from this episode. Keep tuning in. Let us know. Tweet us. Message us. Comment below. Anything you guys want us to talk about, and we will talk about it with all our passion and energy and Tevinness. So, yep. With that being said, thank you, Eseosa, for coming out. Anything you want to plug? Any cheap plugs? Because, you know, we're on a budget. So, any cheap plugs you want to promote?
For myself?
Anything. Socials, clubs, business, brands.
Shout out to Vilano Mode.
What's Vilano Mode?
Oh, wait, can I not?
He's being extra. He said it sarcastically. Continue.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Vilano Mode. I took really nice pics with their tracksuit, their lemon glacier. I was looking like sunshine, you know.
Especially with the contrast with your dark skin.
I said it was an insult. Okay, true.
No, but it's actually a good I'm not insecure about my skin anymore.
Wait, is it only one tracksuit?
No.
There's more?
There's 3.
3?
Fam, it's not a commercial. Say the facts and cut.
What colors are they in?
There's the yellow one, dude. There's the red one, dude. And there's a black one,
oh
dude.
Oh my god!
They all look nice. Beep, beep, beep.
The Vilano Mode website will be in the description below.
Okay.
Stop it. My Instagram.
Okay,
I guess my Instagram is praise PRAI.
We'll put that below, of course.
_ ESEOSA.
Praise. Eseosa. Praise.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, so praise Eseosa. And yeah.
So, follow her. Everything Vilano, everything Eseosa, everything Potential Excellence, everything Brian, everything Tevin, everything Ken. Socially will be in the comment section, description below. And with almost 2 hours in this podcast,
probably gonna break it into 2 parts, I would say.
No, it's a podcast.
It's a whole podcast, man. People have like a 5-hour podcast.
Dang.
So, with that being said, with all the knowledge we gave to you guys in today's episode, once again, you already know, never forget.
Yes.
You have the potential to be excellent. Woo! And subscribe to the Unforgettable Journey.